Oh. Good morning, guys. How are we doing? Today, I thought I would do a day in the life of a teacher here in the UAE style of video. It is currently 20 to 6. I wake up at 5:15, make myself a coffee, come into the living room, listen to some music usually. And recently I've been doing Duolingo every morning, trying to learn a bit of Spanish with my coffee. And then I leave the apartment at around 6 a.m. and I get into school at about 6:15, 6:20, depending on how the drive goes. So yeah, I thought I'd do a day in the life. I've not done one of these in a little while. My days are fairly similar, but there are a few differences to my routines, which I want to show you. So there we go. If this video at all proves useful or interesting, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, comment down below if you want to know anything in particular about my day. Right, I'm going to learn some Spanish and enjoy my coffee and hopefully wake up a bit more. Okay guys, so it is just gone 6. I am suited and booted. I've got my stuff for work. I've got my bag on my shoulder because after work I'm going to go and play some golf. Right, let's drive to work. Okay, so I have just got into the classroom. There are a few prep bits that I need to do. Every teacher needs to do these when they first get in. Printing off resources, making sure that I've checked my emails first thing in the morning, seeing if parents have contacted me, all those kind of things. And then the day starts realistically. Now, I'll be honest, straight off the bat, I do have an earlier start than many. Mostly because I like to preload my day and then it gives me the opportunity to leave school earlier. I leave school normally between like 3:30 and 4 o'clock. So I'm not staying around in school later on into the afternoon and evening, and it gives me a freer afternoon. So I wake up and I get into school earlier than most, but it's just how I manage my work schedule. Obviously, if you've got kids, if you've got other responsibilities in the morning, or if you just prefer sleep, then you can obviously manage your day accordingly. Either way, we need to be in work by 10 to 7, and it is currently 6:30. So that gives you a bit of an idea that I'm in sort of normally about 30 to 40 minutes earlier than I need to be. And the children start arriving anytime from 7:15 onwards. And then the school day officially starts at 10 to 8. So I am going to manage my classroom, organise, check emails, all that kind of stuff, get some admin out of the way, and then the day will begin. So I've just gone through a little bit of work, admin, answering emails and things like that. What I'm now doing is prepping a morning flip chart. Basically, when the children first come in, I want them to be engaged and interacting with their work immediately rather than wandering around class, chatting and whatever. So what I do is as soon as they come in, there's a flip chart on the whiteboard that has tables, that tells them what they need to do, whether they need iPads, old books, whether they need to do some reading. And it just means that as soon as they come in, they've got direction and they can make a start. I pop this straight up on the board. It also helps me with feedback and marking, because if, for instance, I marked some books from the day before and I noticed that some children hadn't finished, or that there were misconceptions and misunderstandings, I can say, right, you and you, I want you to sit on Peregrine table, and I would like you to check over your English work because there were some areas that I don't think you were quite confident in. So please go and have a look at what I've written in your books and go and check that. It's a really quick and easy way of getting the children to reflect on the learning from previous lessons. So I'm just doing that now. I'm going to pop that on the board, like I say, and the children are going to be arriving in the next 20 minutes or so, and they'll be able to get stuck straight into their work. They do vary somewhat. Every day is a little bit different. Some mornings I put their names up and others I don't. Now, as part of my morning routine, I did this last night actually, I make sure the date is on the board, and I also make sure I've got a visual timetable. My visual timetable today is good. So we register at 7:45, PE for them starts at 7:50 for an hour, then they have Arabic. So I've got the first 2 hours of the day of free time to get on with marking and planning and stuff. They've got break and play, maths, Islamic, English, and then science later on. Good day. Whenever there are specialist subjects on, we get non-contact time because the children are with those teachers, and it gives me the opportunity to plan for the following week, to mark books, to get any admin things done, to think about classroom displays and so on. Now, having the first 2 periods off is excellent because it gives me a little bit more leeway to print off resources and make sure I'm set up for the day. I'm still doing that now, so I'm going to be sending things to the printer, and in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to be going back and forth to the printer room, cutting things up, making sure everything is ready. The good thing about the first period, them having PE, the children actually leave the classroom, which means I can stay in the classroom and I can organise and things like that. For Arabic, they do come back in here, so I then go to a workspace, which is in a different part of the school, where teachers are allowed, and we've got printers and various other bits and pieces. So having those additional periods of non-contact are so good, and it is a benefit of working abroad because you don't get that in the UK, especially not in the government systems. You don't get that so much here in the government schools either. It's mostly the private schools where you have those specialist subjects in place, but even so, they are very much needed and they make a massive difference. Right guys, I need to do the register now, so please can you pop iPads away if you've got them out, and can you return to your spaces please? For your water bottle. Right guys, please can you line up at the door ready for PE? You guys are going to the track again. I've just taken the first part of this first lesson to print off all my learning objectives, my worksheets for the day, everything that the children are going to be using. I like to do this first thing. Like I said, I've got a bit of a leeway this morning because they're currently doing PE. But I'm going to cut these up now, make sure they're all ready. I've got a little desk at the front of my desk, which I'm going to lay them all out on. So when the lesson is ready, I can bring each group up, they can pick their challenge, they can go off and they can make a start on their work quickly. I've also separated all of the children into specific desk areas, and I'm finding this is really useful, especially for organisation. So they all have a table. They're all named after peregrines, they're all named after birds of prey, falcons, because we have a falcon class. So what I'll do is I will say, Kestrel table, peregrine table, please can you go and get your books. They've all got their own little book cubby holes on the storage system. They can go up and get their own books. And then I can also award house points based on the tables that finish the first or tidy up quickly and things like that. So that for organisation has been really useful. So I'm going to chop these up now, and then I'm going to prep my math lesson for tomorrow because I am currently planning maths. So that's all then done. And then I'm probably going to do a little bit of marking because I need to mark some maths books. So that's the plan. So the first part of the day is going to be a bit organisation and admin, and then I start teaching after break. So it's quite a nice relaxed morning on a Tuesday. Okay, so I am currently creating a flip chart for my maths. Let me show you. So this is the start of the flip chart. This is an example of the column method. They're doing efficient multiplication. I've also got some other problems, some challenges, and recapping what the term efficient means in order to reinforce that mathematical vocabulary. The children only have about 3 more minutes of PE left. They're on the track, which is over the other side of the school. So as they're on their way back, I'm going to now head to the other working space because the children are going to be coming in here for Arabic, and they all mix for Arabic because there are native, non-native, expats and so on. So I'm going to now move over to the other working space and continue finishing off my flip chart for maths and then organising all of the challenges ready for tomorrow. Okay, so English is done, maths is done. I've just taught for the last 2 periods and it's now lunchtime, so the kids have just gone out. I have got break duty today, so in 20 minutes I am going to be popping outside to do my break duty. But I've got lunch, so I've got my lunch in here. I tend to just eat in class, it's just easier. I've also got these. These are amazing. If your school doesn't have the best coffee, which they often don't, okay, these are little coffee bags. They're like tea bags, but with fresh ground coffee in. So I'll often have one of these, and I've got a little box, and they're great. Anyway, coffee aside, lesson went well, and yeah, the learning journey's going well. The kids are getting there. We've now got lunch, like I say, and then afterwards we've got 2 things. We've got guided reading and a SPAG session, so spelling, punctuation, and grammar, and then we're going to finish the day off with some science, and we've got some electrical circuits, so it's going to be a very practical lesson to finish the day. So day's going well so far, got lots achieved, got lots done, had some good conversations, and yeah, last end of the day to go. It's the end of the day now. The kids have gone and I'm just doing a little bit of marking, doing some maths marking ready for tomorrow. I'm going to spend the next 20 minutes or so getting through the rest of these books, and then for straight after school I'm driving to the golf club and I'm going to play some golf with a few friends, and then later I'm going for a quiz, so it's going to be quite a busy evening and I am going to take you with me. So yeah, but first of all, got some marking to do. Okay, so just got into my car. Put my seatbelt on. There we go. Right, so it is now 3:49, so it's 10 to 4. I told the chaps that I'm going to be playing golf with that we would meet around 4:30. So I'll get to the golf club, go and get changed out my suit, and then into my golf gear and have a little practice on the driving range beforehand. Like I say, my afternoons really vary depending on lots of different factors, really. Plans in the evening, whether I've got planning to do, marking to do. Reports always have an impact, whether there are staff meetings, whether I've got a CCA, so a co-curricular activity booked in like I do tomorrow. My evenings all really vary, but I like to do something in the evening for myself. So yesterday I went to the gym. The day before I chilled at home. I've played a bit of golf over the last couple of days. So I'll always like to do something in the evenings that is kind of me time. So tonight it's going to be golf and then quiz. Right. I'm going to go to the golf club. It's in there. Okay, I am here. I am changed. I've got my trusty water bottle and I'm ready to go. Let's go. Right, guys, so I've just got back. Played a really good game of golf. Got my best score so far, my personal best, which was great. Hit a few dodgy shots, but I completely forgot to record anything because I was with some mates, like I say, and by the time I got onto the driving range, it just passed my mind, and I just literally completely forgot to record anything. But anyway, I've just got back now. There's been a change of plan. We're not going to go to the quiz, but we are going to just chill out in the apartment, get some food, and go and see how Daisy and her day's been. So yeah, I need to make sure I get all of my stuff from in the car, all my work clothes and bags and various other bits, and then I'm going to go out for some food because it is now 20 to 7 and I'm hungry. Hey, buddy. Hey! Just put my stuff down. Oh, you didn't like that, did you? How was your day? I'll take that as a good. So I've just got changed and I am in the kitchen, currently prepping some dinner, and it will also transfer into lunch tomorrow. Like making lunch the day before, so I'm not faffing around in the morning, and then Daisy or I will make lunch for each other, so it just makes the morning so much smoother and easier. So I'm going to make some pasta dish now. That shouldn't hopefully take too long, fingers crossed, and then can eat that, sit and chill in the living room and stick something on Netflix or watch a film or something, I don't know. But yeah, dinner is in progress. dinner is served. Check out that. So we've got some sort of pasta with like a cheesy creamy sauce, got some bacon bits on top, and then some cheesy garlic bread. So that is dinner done. Was it good?
It was lovely.
It was good. It was like, I don't know what it was. Like a...
Carbonara?
Kind of like a carbonara. It wasn't exactly a carbonara, but it was similar. But yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna pop the plate in the sink, get rid of it. Are you nearly finished? Oh, sorry, you still got some garlic bread. Make a cup of tea, and then sort out lunches for tomorrow. Daisy's got quite a busy day tomorrow, so she's gonna pack something a little bit smaller, but I'm gonna sort out the leftovers. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna be putting bacon in it because that's just not appropriate, but I still have a little bit of pasta in the pan, and I've got a few veggies that were cooked from yesterday that I'm going to pop in and create a lunch. And then, like I said before, I'm going to have a cup of tea, might have a couple of biscuits, and chill out and watch something on Netflix. So that is the rest of the plan for the evening. It is, my watch has died, so I can't tell you what the time is, but I would say it's around 7:30 now probably. So a couple more hours, and then getting into bed for around 9 p.m, 8:30, 9 p.m. Just the earlier I get into bed, the fresher I feel in the morning, and I can kickstart my day all over again. But anyway, guys, there we go. That is a day in the life of a teacher video. My days are slightly different from Monday through to Friday. Obviously, Friday is a half day, but you get the idea. This is the general sort of day in the life of a teacher out here. So I'm going to wrap the video up now. I hope you guys found it useful and enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one, whenever that'll be. See you in a bit.